It's now the middle of April 2026. Let's take a few minutes and look at what's actually happening inside companies right now. A lot of you might be in the middle of projects that are quote unquote paused. When a company says a project is paused, that's usually not a neutral decision. Paused sounds temporary. It sounds like the project's going to come back. But in uncertain environments, paused often means something more specific. It really signals that the company is not confident about investing into that project in the future. Maybe the goalposts have changed, maybe their forecasting has changed, maybe they're not sure if that's actually part of their broader footprint or their long-term goals. But either way, paused is not neutral and it's usually not good. Here's how the project paused pattern usually plays out. First, priorities get questioned. Leadership starts asking, does this really matter right now? Is this what we should be working on? Second, funding becomes uncertain. Budgets aren't cut, but they're no longer committed either. People are saving their budgets for other things, maybe more important things, and they're definitely saving them so that their balance sheet looks better at the end of the year. Third, momentum disappears. Meetings slow down, decisions take longer, timelines start to waver. And then fourth, attention shifts elsewhere. People get pulled into immediate or other priority work, and so you're left with a project that really has no roadmap and no clear decision timeline to it. At this point, the project is still active, but it's no longer protected. It's definitely not a priority, and this is where your risk really magnifies. Unprotected work is where your risk is the strongest. If you're working on a project that isn't seen as vital to the company's short and medium-term goals this year, you're working on the wrong project. If conditions don't improve, these are often the projects that never come back. If you're tied to a paused project, your visibility will drop. And it's not because you're doing less or doing less work. It's because you're working on a project that the company is valuing less at this very moment. In uncertain times, it's really important that you're working on the most visible projects and those projects that the company is valuing the most. These patterns show up more than people think, often over and over again through different business cycles in all sorts of industries. If you're noticing these patterns, don't ignore them. If your work or your project has been paused recently, leave a comment and I'll make a video discussing your particular topic. Remember, stay sharp, don't get disrupted. I'll keep making these videos so you know what to look for.